Hi, this is Dana for Splitcoaststampers. In this video, I have an update for one of our older tutorials using the envelope punch board to make a party favor. I'm starting with a 6-inch square of pattern paper, and I'm going to score at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 3 3/4, and 5 inches, and then rotate and score at 1 1/4 and 4 3/4, so 1 1/4 inch from each end. My stripes are going to go around my favor, and I made that decision before scoring. So if your paper goes a certain way, make sure that you set it up correctly before you start your scoring. The next step is to fold on all the score lines, and I use the side of my stylus to flatten all the folds down nice and tight. My score lines created 4 equal sections that will be the side of my box. And then I have a smaller tab at one end, and that's what I'm going to use to close this sheet up into a box. So I'm going to lay this face down and fold that tabbed end over so the tab is in the center of my project. And I'll put glue just on that section and fold the other side over to close up the box. This glue takes about 5 seconds to set, and then I just burnish the folds together both ways to flatten the box completely. And that isn't really necessary, but it doesn't hurt either. For the next step, I'm going to use my envelope punch board to create some notches where the fold lines intersect, and those will allow me to tie up the ends of my little party cracker. That point of intersection is 1 1/4 inches in from each end, so I'm going to line the end right up at the 1 1/4 inch mark. And hopefully you could see that the score line is hitting right about the center of the punch. So I'll punch right through the fold to create my first notch. I'm going to fold that over onto the next score line and repeat that all the way around on this end. And then I'll turn the project around and do the same thing on the other end. So once all the punching is done, this is what the project should look like. And those little notches will allow those ends to be gathered together and tied to hold our little goodies inside. To finish it up, I'm going to pinch the ends so the sides fold in and the front and back come together. And then I can use a piece of ribbon or twine to tie the end closed. And now is the time to tuck some candies or other little goodies inside. And then you can repeat that step and close and tie up the other end. If you wanted to create a larger favor, you can follow the same instructions. Whatever width you want your box, you will multiply that by 4 and add 1/2 inch to 1 inch to one end to make a tab. Then calculate your length plus however long you want your little tied ends to be. This piece of paper is 8 1/2 inches wide, and I've scored at 2, 4, 6, and 8 inches. And then my length is 8 inches, and I kept my score lines at 1 1/4 inches from each end. And it all goes together the same way. Easy as that. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks to Andrea Walford for her tutorial and inspiration.